Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball preview and prediction for a Tuesday, July 20th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Follow the top baseball pickers in the world right here at bullpenpicks.com. Your leader is Muss at 788, Shazun here at 779, and It's Main's World at 754. And right now, those are your top three pickers each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. You want to follow my picks? I'm Ronnie Ray. Look for the Expos logo at most followed, and 5 and 6 last night, so you can get my plays each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. All right, let's get to the board here. And before we get into the picks, we'll talk about the SBI, the Sports Betting Index. And what I do in this segment is I take a look at what's come in the last couple of days. And folks, be careful if you are betting underdogs today, because the dogs have taken taken the reins the last couple of days. 10-8 on Sunday, 9-3 yesterday. In fact, the underdogs have won 2 straight days in a row. And the last time that happened, where the dogs won more than 2 days in a row, you got to go way back to April 22nd. Look at that. In fact, it was April 18th to April 22nd where the dogs won 5 straight days in a row, but they have not won 3 in a row since then. So it's going to be an interesting tell today if the underdogs do carry the day. But looking at the 3-day average, we're in a neutral market, and the 7-day average, we're in a neutral market. So fire away if you are betting favorites and underdogs, because we are in a neutral market when it comes to betting the side here in baseball. But different story when it comes to the over-unders. In fact, if you look at my margin here for the bullish market, it's 57.2. And now on the 3-day average, we're at 57.3 of the overs have come in the last 3 days. And in fact, if you look at the last 4 days, it's on a 4-day run for the overs. So maybe the under is about to turn its nasty head here. But who knows? One thing in betting overs or unders, once you're in a bull market, I just say keep the foot on the pedal and see, and then, force the unders to come in and just bet the over until there is a reversal, right? But be careful because the only thing I would recommend, though, if you're betting totals right now, instead of betting 5 units, because we're in a bullish market, maybe you scale down to 2 units, right? Because you just never know when that reversal is going to happen. All right, let's go to the card here, the computer pick. Not a bad day for the computer yesterday. In fact, I called that Minnesota game yesterday, if you recall, that little upset. And we're going to kick it off today with the Halos taking on the Oakland Athletics. Now, Oakland winning against Shohei Ohtani yesterday, 4-1. And looking at the line on today's game, minus 152. My line on this game was 146. You got James Kaplan going up against Jose Suarez of the LA Angels, and Kaplan's last game allowed 4 walks. So be careful if you are betting Oakland here today. Hopefully Kaplan's got more control with his stuff today, and you never want to get into a situation where you're walking a lot of players, because then you're obviously you're not helping your team, and you're probably not helping the under if you're betting the under, right? Chance of winning does favor the Angels here at 59% on the Raymond Report law of average theory, and 55 for the Oakland A's. We do have the Halos on the computer pick based on 19 previous selections, 5.59 to 3.4. The over-under is set at 9.03. And looking at both these teams, the last 3 games for Oakland have gone under the total. Kansas City taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Now the Brew Crew going to send Eric Lauer to the hill against Mike Minor of the Kansas City Royals. Now the Royals coming off a 5-0 loss in their last game. Both these teams are on 1 day's rest. And the Brew Crew had a pretty good weekend in Cincinnati. In fact, they took 3 from the Reds, winning on Sunday 8-0. 164 is the price line here today on Lauer and the Brew Crew. And when Lauer goes for Milwaukee, they're 4-5 in his starts. And when Minor goes for the Royals, they're 8-10. And Kansas City now on an 2-game losing streak, 37-55 on the year. Not having a great year, but the computer pick going back to another underdog, 4.42, 4.3, the over-under at 8.8, and that's based on 40 previous games in the system since 1996. Those scrappy Miami Marlins is going to take on the Washington Nationals, and this is going to be a big revenge game here maybe not a revenge game, but an embarrassment game because, they got spanked last night by the Nationals, 18-1. And we'll see today if Trev Rogers can put the Marlins back into the win column. And looking at the line, minus 105. So basically a pick'em line here. The over-under set at 9. ATS forecast, computer pick. Going to go with the Nats here. 5.06 to 4.3. The over-under at 9.42. Paulo Espino going to go here for the Nationals. And Trev Rogers, last game in his last outing, he only went 4 innings. It was the shortest one of the season. So we'll see how that works out for Rogers here today. If he could, get back on track and, maybe the rookie, right? So we'll see if he could last more than 4 innings here today. And so just be careful. Maybe a little tired arm going there with Rogers. Last 3 games for the Marlins have gone over the total. In fact, 18 runs, that'll do it to, that's probably the last 2, that's 2 games right there. And the Washington Nationals' last 5 games have gone over, and they're on a 2-game win streak. Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. Now the Phillies going to send Aaron Nola to the hill up against Domingo Germán. And you're looking at the Nola's last 3 games. He's got 31 strikeouts, and for Domingo Germán, let me see here, June 6th, 8 games ago. That was the last time. So yeah, so the last time Germán went 5 innings or more was June 6th, so 8 games ago. So he's been getting rocked of late in his last 8 games. So we'll see if they can get 5 innings out of Germán here today. 4.72 to 4.71. So look at that, just a fraction here favoring the Phillies. And the line on the game is 123, and I had it at plus 123. So overvalued here today. 24% chance of winning. And we'll see if the Yankees have a Red Sox hangover as they're coming off a 9-1 win on that ESPN Sunday night game of the week against the Bo Sox. And the Bo Sox, man, they forgot that Yankee series in a hurry, and they went to town last night, 13-4, scoring 8 runs in the first inning. Garrett Richards is going to go here today for the Bo Sox up against Thomas Hatch for the Blue Jays. Now Manoah was supposed to go, but he slipped yesterday in the dugout, hurt his back, so now he's a late scratch. And Thomas Hatch is going to go here for Toronto. And Blue Jays here, no line on this game, so I'm not going to give a prediction yet until there's a line. And because as soon as there's a line, this will change. So check the website for the latest preview and prediction on the Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox. Texas Rangers taking on the Detroit Tigers. Now the Tigers are going to send Tarek Skubal to the hill up against Dane Dunning of the Texas Rangers. And looking at the line in this game, I have minus 119 for Detroit. The over-under set 8.5. ATS forecast, computer pick. Going to lean with the Rangers here, 4.8 to 3.2. The over-under at 8.1. 14-0. Man, there were a lot of high-scoring games last night. Like, double digits. I'm talking like 18-1, 14-0. What was that Blue Jay game? That was 13-4. Man, the Grand Salami. I don't know if Grand Salami's in. Yeah, I know it's in hockey. There should be one in baseball, but yeah, it probably went over the total last night for sure. Looking at the forecast again, Rangers 4.8 to 3.2. The over/under at 8.11. And the Texas Rangers now on a 6-game losing streak, where the Tigers, hey, look at that, they're on a 4-game win streak. New York Mets taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Now Wade Miley is going to go here today for the Reds, and he's up against Robert Stock of the New York Mets. And we do have the Reds here winning 5.8 to 5.3. The over/under at 11.1. 74% chance of winning for the Cincinnati Reds on the law of average theory here of the Raymond Report, compared to 40% for the Mets. New York's last 3 games have gone over the total. Cincinnati now on a 4-game losing streak, losing 15-11 last night to the Metropolitans. Baltimore taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Now John Means coming back. In fact, John Means, last time he pitched was June 5th, and he's had 3 rehab starts prior to tonight's start. So we'll see if his shoulder, that's why he was out for a while, and we'll see how he's going to pan out. But he's not going to face an easy opponent tonight in Shane McClanahan and the Tampa Bay Rays. In fact, the Orioles did win last night, 6-1 against the Tampa Bay Rays, and minus 200 is the price tag here today on the Rays, and we do like Tampa here, 4.6 to 3.8, the over/under at 8.47, and Baltimore now on a 3-game win streak. Padres taking on the Atlanta Braves. Now, Yu Darvish going to go here today for the San Diego Padres. He'll be up against Kyle Muller of the Atlanta Braves, and the line on this game, minus 158 here for the San Diego Padres. And looking at my notes, Yu Darvish coming off probably his worst outing of the year. 3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs in his last game against Washington. So we'll see if he bounces back off that performance. They are 14-4 in the Darvish starts this season. And let's see for Atlanta, the last 5 games have gone over the total. We do like the chop shop here, 4.2 to 3.5. The over-under at 7.75. Tristan McKenzie going to go here today for the Tribe against the Mullet. Louis Garcia, man, we got a great mullet though. Hey, you got to give him that. You got to give him credit for the mullet. In fact, he's been pretty solid in his last couple of games, averaging 2 runs in the last. I can't remember, it was last 2 runs and 7 Ks this season in his. I think here. Let me pull out the numbers here in a second. But I thought I was doing my research this morning, and I saw, I think it was the last 10 games. 2 walks and 7 Ks a game. So pretty good strikeout to ball ratio right there. And looking at the line, minus 162 here for the Houston Astros. The over-under set at 9. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Tribe here, who lost 4-3 last night. Very good game, actually. And 3.34, 3.14. The over-under at 6.49. So a low-scoring affair. And Tristan McKenzie here, 1 hit, 7 inning versus Kansas City in the last game. So coming off his best performance of the year, this might be a game you look under the total here tonight between the Tribe and the Stros. Minnesota taking on the Chicago White Sox. Now they split that series yesterday. Dramatic fashion win last night for the White Sox in the bottom of the 7th. And looking at today's starters, Dallas Keuchel going to go up against Bailey Ober of the Minnesota Twins. And looking at Dallas Keuchel, he's very inconsistent. He has control issues. You know, he'll have one game, he has 1 walk, and then he'll have 3 walks the next game. So he's got to find that consistency with the balls to base on balls ratio. But looking at Chicago White Sox here, 158 is the price tag. The over-under set at 9. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with the White Sox. 4.9 to 4.08. The over-under at 9.07. And looking at some of the numbers here for the Twins, the over 6-1 in Ober starts when he goes for Minnesota, and when Keuchel goes for the White Sox, they are 10-6 on the season. Cubbies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Now St. Louis coming off an 8-3 win over Alex Mills last night, and Trevor Williams going to go against undecided now for the Cardinals. 115 is the price tag here on the Cubs. 4.48 to 3.8. The over-under at 8.35. And looking at both these teams, St. Louis now on a 3-game win streak. All right, German Marquez is going to go here for Colorado. And looking at some of the numbers here for Marquez. In fact, in his last 3 games, he's got 25 strikeouts, only 3 walks. And, Marco Gonzalez is going to go here for the Seattle Mariners. Be careful here because this is Coors Field, and Gonzalez has given up 5 home runs in his last 2 games. So this could be a game that flies way over the total. And looking at the line on this game, minus 168 is the price, and 10.5 is the over-under. So maybe we'll have to give that a second look. But you know what? Marquez has been striking out. I got to see if those 25 Ks were on the road or at home, right? And let me see here. The computer pick going to go with the Rockies here, 5.45 to 4.2. The over-under at 9.68. And looking at the Kogo, the chance of this game going over the total is at 43%. Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now the Pirates are going to send Tyler Anderson to the hill. And looking at Arizona, minus 115 is the price. The over-under is set at 9.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Bucks here, 5.1 to 3.6. The over-under at 8.78. And let me see if I can get the starting pitcher for you guys here for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And it looks like it's going to be Taylor Widener for Arizona. And Arizona coming off that 4-2 win over the Bucks last night. And they're now on a 2-game win streak. And let me see, the Kogo in this game, 50%. San Francisco upset the win last night, 7-2 against the LA Dodgers. Now the Dodgers undecided today, but the Alex Wood is going to go here for the Giants. They're 10-5 in Wood starts. And looking at the computer pick, going to lean with the LA Dodgers, a 127 favorite, and the over-under set at 7.5. 4.79 to 4.67. The over-under at 9.46. So it does like it to go over the total. Dodgers on a 2-game losing streak, and looking at the chance of winning, 53% chance for LA, 52 for the San Francisco Giants. All right, trends are your friends section. This is always a favorite part here of the show. People love these trends, so let's see if we can find you some more good trends here today. Now, the under is 12-1 for the Mets as a 140-160 road dog when the total is 10-11 since 1996. The Reds are 10-1 as a 140-160 home favorite playing in the month of July for 90.9% the last 7 years. Yankees 9-0-1 to the under as a 100-120 home underdog in the month of July the last 10 seasons. Cardinals 12-2 as a home team coming off a game where they scored 8 runs, 4 in the last game. So off a offensive performance, you can see they win 85.7% of their games the last 4 years. And the under, 11-2 for the Padres as a 140-160 road favorite coming off a win over a National League East opponent since 1996. So not a lot of occurrences, but when it does happen, you can see they win 80. The under is 84.6 to the under. And let me see here. Any more? The Cubs, 11-2 as a 100-120 road favorite coming off a loss in Game 1 of a series since 1996. So that's a nice little zigzag theory. And the over is 15-3 for the Mariners as an away team in the month of July the last 2 years. I want to see if we can find the Rockies and the Seattle Mariners over because I'm going to give that one a really solid look here today. I'm going to see the Nationals, the Rays, the Reds. Here's the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew 8-1 to the under when a 140-160 home favorite coming off a 3-game win streak the last 6 years, so 80%. And I don't see any. Oh, here's one on the Rockies. 8-2 as a 160-180 home favorite the last 2 years, so pretty solid right there. But I don't see any Mariners over right there. But I'm going to give that one a look here today. All right. Don't forget, folks, you can get my best bets each and every day right here at atsstats.com. In fact, if you buy a membership and get 20% off using promo code FB21, once you do become a member, go to MLB right here, picks, or underneath the pull-down menu, MLB picks. If you're on the iPhone, those three hamburgers, those three lines, they call the hamburger, click on it, and then go to MLB, and then MLB picks. And then when you click on it, you're going to see the selections, and you'll get my 10-star game of the week. I don't know if I'll have one today. A 5-star best bet, a 4-star over-under winner, a 2-team parlay of the day, the system play of the day, and our upset special underdog play of the day. And those will be updated each and every day right here at atsstats.com. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show today. This was the MLB baseball preview show of predictions and forecasts for a Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday, July 20th. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the show, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. Cheers.